Good morning. So we will be looking some phrasal verbs along with some idioms. Especially these are used in mainly related to grammar questions. So wherever grammar is important, you can use these kind of words, phrases. You can expect questions related to this, especially in English exams. So first word is come unstuck. Okay, come unstuck means it means setbacks or fail altogether. So it's like stuck, come unstuck. Actually, it is like failing. Okay, the sentence is, boy, this part is really coming unstuck. First, there was the issue with the caterer, and now how the guests are incoming. Actually, there is an incident where maybe you know or may not know. It's like one of boys, any small kids on his birthday. Actually, no one turned up, and mother shared that on the social media, and finally it become so popular like that. I don't know who came, one footballer or someone came and wished him for his birthday or something. Okay, so it's really happened. So come unstuck, coming unstuck. Boy, this party is really coming unstuck. First there was the issue with the caterer, and now half the guests aren't coming. So what we learn? Coming unstuck. So one more sentence. It was in the third round of championship that they came unstuck. It was in the third round of the championship that they came unstuck. Coming unstuck or came unstuck based on the sentence. Now run up against something. Run up against something. So it's a good word. To experience an unexpected difficulties. So think this, whatever I am going to tell is about difficult situations. So whatever you are going to learn in this video, in the initial sections, it will be related to difficult situation. First we learned come unstuck. Now we are run up against something. So up against. Okay, so it's raining means difficult situations. Imagine like that. Okay, run up against something. To experience an unexpected difficulty. The plan for the new bridge ran up against strong local opposition. Okay, the plans you could use in that essays or letters related to government. People will go against you. The plans for the new bridge ran up against strong local oppositions. Now next phrasal verb is phrase up against. So came unstuck, run up against. Okay, everything same situation only. So the sentence is, he was up against fantastic odds. He never stood a chance of winning. We have really been up against in this year trying to keep production up with demand. So let it be any sentence based upon the phrases which you are going to use. The sentence will be slightly changing. So some words, we can look at some words also along with this. Pressed, oppressed. So everything means a difficult situation. Pressed, oppress, and then comes the deadlock. So this is the situation of deadlock. So this is a stalemate, one in which neither side is willing to give up. Okay, so both sides are not willing to give up. That is known as deadlock. So one more sentence picture was there. Just remember a closed lock. Once it is locked and the key is lost, it won't open for anyone. It will bring a deadlock. So that is known as deadlock. This is a stalemate. Actually one sentence is there. This is known as stalemate. Okay, a difficult situations. Okay, that is known as deadlock. So you learn deadlock, stalemate, oppressed, pressed, now stuck. And next we will look into this pronunciation first.
Beleaguered. Beleaguered.
If you want, it's a good vocabulary, beleaguered. So the pronunciation is entirely difficult. Beleaguered. Okay. The spelling is different. Beleaguered.
Beleaguered. Beleaguered.
Okay. Beleaguered. Next is
embroil,
embroil. Say R is silent and it is E is considered as I. Embroil.
embroil,
Okay. Beleaguered, embroiled. I don't think good pictures are available. So it's kind of beleaguered. It's a difficult situation. Again, everything is a difficult situation only. Embroiled. So this is a picture of embroiled. So divorce is considered as a embroiled situation. Worse off, phrasal verb, worse off, out of your depth. So out of your depth means, see, this is considered, you can't deal with that. It's considered as out of your depth. Out of your depth, in deep trouble, in a very difficult situation, up against something that we learned already. A mark, man or woman phrase. Okay, a man or woman who is in danger because someone wants to hurt or kill them. That is known as a mark. Someone want to kill them, so that's why they marked that person. Okay, at or on the receiving end. So receiving end, imagine BPO or call center, they will be getting all slangs, right? Okay, bad words. So they will be at or on the receiving end means something unpleasant situation. At risk. Next word is at risk. Then back to square one. Next word battered. Everything is this thing, but situations related to difficult situation, but it's, you can expect synonyms in your exams, right? Be done for, I'm done, that's be done for. Between the devil and deep blue sea. Okay, so actually we have in my mother tongue, in Malayalam, exactly this phrasal word phrase is there. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. Between the devil and deep blue sea. Caught, dead, disadvantaged, distressed, downtrodden. So you can check the picture if you want. Embattled. Okay, embattled. So this is a photo for embattled, wartime. Okay, and enmeshed. So it's like enmeshed. Okay, it's a difficult situation. Then hamstrung. So usually hamstrung means muscles. There is one more meaning, which prevent. Okay, the company is hamstrung by its traditional but inefficient. So it is prevented, it's hamstrung by its traditional but inefficient ways of doing business. So prevent. So if you want, you can check them, we can check the meaning. So see, this is the muscle actually in the leg. So hamstrung means prevent. Okay, hoist with or by your petard. Let me check the pronunciation. So that is the pictures available. Vocabulary pronunciation was not available, you can check later. In a bind, then in a hole, so you can say in a bind, in a hole, in a pickle. So in a pickle, in a hole, in a bind, everything is difficult situation. So you can increase the speed if you want to see. For me it takes time to check everything, but if you want you can increase your speed little bit so that you can learn fast. And or at on the front line means, you know, in the other medical team everyone is in the front line, right? So they will be getting the most, they have to deal that corona patients. In deep do, okay, in deep shit, in the shit, in trouble, in extremis, for the high jump, okay, everything is a phrase. In hot water, into deep water, in the doghouse. See, you will be thinking it's boring, but the thing is that questions are coming from everywhere. Okay, in the doghouse is there, in deep water, in the eye of the storm, which again means difficult situation. This is known as in eye of the storm. In the face of something, okay, in the face of something, in the same boat, in the throes of something, okay, this pronunciation is throes, in the throes of something, knee deep, okay, knee deep, liable to something, and we will check the pronunciation of this. So this is the, remember this picture, it's in a difficult situation, and the pronunciation
Maya, Maya,
actually it's Maya, okay, it means a muddy situation. See, dirty, soil, muddy, okay, and we have name in our place with name Maya, okay. So on a sticky wicket, okay, so I will show you something. So this is related to sticky wicket, a sticky wicket. See, there is a shop itself in that name, the sticky wicket, okay. So it's like a good or bad name, so it's like an interesting name, which means a difficult situation. On the back foot, on the horns of dilemma, on the rack, on the thin ice, over a barrel, perilously close to doing something, pushed, riven. So this is riven in a difficult situation. Skating on thin ice, you know how much risky it is, right? Skating on thin ice, tail mated, I show you that chest thing, it's a difficult situation, okay. Stuck, trouble, underrepresented, okay, underrepresented. Under the gun, up a gum tree, under the gun, up a gum tree. Up to your neck or eyes in something, up to your neck, up to your neck, up to your eyes, up to your ears. So so far we have learned whatever vocabulary we have learned, it's related to difficult situation. From here we are moving to a different topic. Be quick or slow on the uptake. So some people will be fast in their uptake, and so to take a very short or long time to understand or realize something, okay. I'm sorry, I am being a bit slow on the uptake. What do you mean? Okay, being so slow on the uptake. Now some synonyms related to be quick or slow on the uptake is make out phrasal, okay, interpret, perceive, construe, so chalk something up to experience. To consider something bad that happens to you as experience that will help you to deal better with the situations in the future. That is not chalk something up to experience. So consider actually this as different vocabulary. Okay, be quick or slow on the uptake. So actually when it was in details available on the website, and I don't think it really match with it really does. I don't think it has similar meanings. Okay, be quick or slow on the uptake, chalk something up to experience. Learn from your own mistake, learn your lesson, not be up to match. Okay, previously it was not up to the match, right? So that's why I told you don't learn like that. Not be up to match. The food wasn't up to match. We paid a lot for the hotel, but it wasn't up to much. Okay, it's not of a good quality. Okay, it's not match. Okay, the food wasn't up to much. We paid a lot for the hotel, but it wasn't up to much. Up to much means poor, average, not very good, limited, inferior, disappointing, inadequate, undistinguished, unsatisfactory, ordinary. Everything is synonym. Next phrase is be all very well. Okay, next word is be all very well. It's used for saying that you do not really approve of something, or that is not enough. So you don't approve that. So like you are not satisfied. So you can say bearable. So but you are not happy. It's something that is bearable is difficult or unpleasant, but you are able to accept or deal with it. Be as good as it gets. This phrasal word means to be not very good and unlikely to improve. To be not very good and unlikely to improve. Be no match for someone. To be not as good, strong, clever, etc. are as someone you are competing against. So be no match for someone. Be no match for someone. Big deal, dodgy, fair, fallible, feeble. So these are some of the synonyms. So do one's utmost, which means to put forth the greatest possible amount of effort or energy towards some task, which means try as hard as one can. So do one's utmost means try as hard as one can. So I will do my utmost to be there for your wedding. So the first sentence is I will do utmost to be there for your wedding, but I don't know if I will have enough money to buy the plane ticket. I will do my utmost to be there for your wedding, but I don't know if I will have enough money to buy the plane ticket. Next sentence is Janet did her utmost to save the family farm, but the bank foreclosed on it in the end. Janet did her utmost to save the family farm, but the bank foreclosed on it in the end. Next, in vain. In vain means unsuccessful, of, or no value. The doctors gave him more powerful drugs in the vain hope that he might recover. The doctors gave him more powerful drugs in the vain hope. So it's unsuccessful. It is unsuccessful or of no value, hope that he might recover. In vain. One more sentence is I tried in vain to start a conversation. All the police efforts to find him were in vain. So remaining idioms I will make in the next video. So this is a Bible verse. They sowed fields and planted vineyards that yielded a fruitful harvest. So how to pray? belief for everything faith we has a crucial role. So you can say like, in Jesus name I have sowed fields and planted vineyards that yielded a fruitful harvest. Even if you are like in a pathetic situation or in a miserable situations, you can pray that, you can say thank you for yielding a fruitful harvest, so in Jesus name. So it's the duty of the God that to make your life, your harvest should be to be fruitful. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to pray with Bible verse. Thank you.